welcome to the United Community Channel. I am wrecked. You're more than welcome, guys. It is 3 a.m. And this is your watch along for Manchester United versus Wrexham. Wow. Anyway, you're all more than welcome. I hope you are doing well wherever in the world you are, whether you are up at silly hours like I am, or whether you are. I see Chris is in America. He's getting the right time for the first time ever on the channel. So look, microphone, good man, Chris. There we go. Welcome, guys. Yeah, welcome to the United Community Channel. It's 3 a.m. I'm wrecked, but we persevere because Manchester United are playing. So happy days. Looking forward to the game. It's going to be a relatively young team that's going to be playing for United today. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing some of the young talent. Look, we've seen a lot of it play already in the first couple of pre-season games, didn't we? In Oslo and Edinburgh, we've seen a lot of the youth play as well. So we get another chance to see that tonight. I haven't got the starting 11 on the screen for anybody watching on YouTube like I normally do, because I don't actually have the players' graphics made, because a lot of them are youth players. But I can give you the starting 11 anyway. You'll see it on the scrolling banner there anyway, guys. But the starting 11 for Manchester United tonight is as follows. Bishop is in goal. We have Gerardo, Fish, Evans and Fernandez. Then we've got Gore, Collier, Hansen, Aaron, and then the three up front. Then we've got Hannibal, Shuratire and Hugel. So yeah, there we go. We've got, let me see, can I get the travelling squad? I had that earlier on. Sorry, now just give me 1 second here, because we've got some other players that I'd like to potentially see play. Where did I have it? I had it here somewhere. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see. Sorry. It is 3 a.m, so you'll have to bear with me. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't have it. Where is it? No sign of it. But yeah, look, I mean, looking forward to getting some of the younger talent on display. I think Johnny Evans is actually there as well. So he is. I suppose he's a good player to have. You know what I mean? A wealth of experience. You know, all of that kind of stuff. So, and a good player for the I suppose the young players to learn off of. You know what I mean? Let's see who we got. Jock is in. Good to see you, pal. Jared is there as well. Aaron is in. Who have we got on TikTok here as well, guys? Let me see here. Dara is there. BM, Killier, David. Let's see. No first timers on the bench. No, all youth. You'll need a coffee to stay awake tonight. Yeah. Look, we'll be alright. You going to watch the game? Yeah, we're watching the game, guys. Going to be watching the game here, doing a watch along for it. So we're up for the whole thing, so stick with us. James is in as well. It's way too early for this. It certainly is. Chris says it's 10 p.m. where he is. Happy days. Smash a like on the video, guys, as well, if you haven't done so already. Anybody watching on TikTok, let's try to get to 10,000 likes. Mick Dooley says, come on, booters. Go on the Blues. Ash says, didn't realise we were starting the Z team after staying up for no reason. Well, you support United. One way or the other. How are you watching the game? Yeah, so it's on MUTV, guys, for anybody that's wondering as well. So yeah, it's on MUTV. That away kit is shocking. This one, or the one that they're wearing, this year's one. This year's one is shocking. This one is unbelievable. So yeah, It's freezing in my house as well. I want to put on a jumper, but oh god, yeah, the away kit is terrible, isn't it? The retro kit is quality, and we've got the 99 jersey. You can't see it on TikTok because we've got a green screen. Anybody on TikTok, guys, get over to YouTube. We're live over there as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, all of that stuff on the screen. Link is on my homepage. Full experience there. You'll see the YouTube icon on my homepage. Just click on it, hit subscribe, get into the chat over on TikTok. Let me know on YouTube. Let me know you've come over from TikTok as well. But yeah, we've got the full experience over there. If you're going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you might as well get the full experience. So get over to YouTube and check it out. What's the YouTube? It's just United Community Channel, guys. United Community Channel. Can we comment on YouTube? It never lets me. Yeah, once you hit the subscribe button, FTBL, it's subscriber only. So once you hit the subscribe button, you can comment to your heart's content. So you can. The white and green has to be the worst thing I've ever seen. Third and home are massive though. Yeah, I'd agree. I have to agree. I think the home kit is really, really nice this year, I have to say, and that third kit is quality as well. The away kit is not good. It really isn't. Kilkenny man, yep, absolutely. I'm going to need water to keep me awake. Jaden is off. He has to be up at 7. The new away kit is growing on me. Still better than Arsenal's. Well, everything is better than Arsenal's. There must be only real fans in this live. There we go. There we go. Absolutely. Half-time potatoes at 4 a.m, says Jim. Absolutely not. No way. No way. Are you watching it off the Skybox? So I've got Virgin Media TV. You can see it here, and I've got MUTV as part of that. So that's what we're watching it off of. Score prediction. Get your score predictions in as well, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Man United. Now, you have to keep in mind as well, we've got pretty much a youth team playing against Wrexham. So, look, I think we should be beating them regardless. But, yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. Jared thinks it's going to be 3-1. I'd love a coffee. Oh, I'd love a coffee. The McDonald's close to me doesn't open. It used to open 24-hour, but it doesn't anymore. I was devastated. I was going to go and get one and then realised. But yeah, young team, says Terry. Yeah, it is young team. But yeah, look, I mean, I like these kind of pre-season games where you can watch a lot of the youth playing, because you know you don't really tend to, like, I watch a few of the youth games throughout the season on MUTV, and you know, you get to see them play. But you know, pre-season is pre-season. They're basically playing for Eric Ten Hag. They're not playing for him throughout the season. They've got their own manager and, you know, their own coaches throughout. Of course, Ten Hag is going to be, you know, keeping an eye on them. But, you know, pre-season is where they're going to be getting their eye in, really, with the manager. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they get on. Chris says, the Adidas creator of the away kit said he walked the streets of Manchester, and he said he was inspired by the green building with the red roofs and red gutters. All right, okay. That's, I don't know where you get that shade of green from, though. I don't know. It's Supermax. No Supermax. There's nothing open. It's at the moment. So there is a petrol station nearby that does really nice coffee, but I didn't have time to go. So we're just going to have to deal with it, aren't we? Thoughts on Dean Henderson, says Billy. I think his time is up at Manchester United more than that, and I don't think he should play for United again after his comment. After his comments in that interview last year. So yeah, I don't think he should play again for United. But again, that's down to the manager, you know what I mean? And if the manager decides, then okay, very good. The Crazy Irishman is in with a super chat. Appreciate it. Hey, United Community Channel, how are you, sir? I'm all good. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the support. Much appreciated, as always. I never put my poll up. Please do hit the like button as well, guys. As you know, it helps the channel out an awful lot. Rovers is in as well. What's your opinion on the third kit? I do like the third kit, I have to say. Now, I would like to know what people's stance on not having the United crest on the third kit. I think it's the first time in, I don't know how long, since the actual Manchester United logo has been changed. I think it's since the mid-90s, I think. So, yeah, it's interesting not having the actual Manchester United logo on it. We've just got the devil. But yeah, I mean, look, it's interesting. I think it's a very, very nice kit. I would have liked to seen what it would be like with the actual proper crest on it as well. So, yeah, but it is a beautiful kit. Can't wait for the Premier League season to be back. Yeah, me too. I'm okay with them having the Red Devil on it. Rover says, I think it's different and I think it stands out and looks better. There we go. Do you like the training gear? Yeah, the training gear is nice as well, I have to say. Let's see what people are saying on TikTok here. Can I watch it off of Sky? If you've got MUTV on your subscription, then you can. But usually MUTV, you've got to pay extra for your subscription. Well, I do anyway. Will you be doing the Madrid game as well? Yeah, so we're going to be live again tomorrow night, guys, from 1:30 in the morning. So basically this time tomorrow we'll be probably just about finished our watch along for Manchester United versus Real Madrid. So make sure you're tuning in for that as well. The option to comment is still not showing up on my screen, says FTBL. There must be something in your settings that you've got to change then, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm watching it on MUTV, guys. People in the chat, if you've got any other ways of watching it, you can let people know rather than me answering it every 2 minutes. But yeah, let people know where you guys are watching it. Waiting for Highland signature to get my red Highland number 11, says Chris. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what number he does actually take. You know, obviously we know that Mason Greenwood technically still has the number 11 jersey. But we're going into a new season, so I presume you can change the numbers around. I think there might be a compilation video after this watch along of just me yawning. So Jamser highlights is in. Saw your comment, appreciate it, man. Yeah, doing great work as always. Delighted to be featured on your videos as well, my man. So much appreciated as always. On ESPN2 in the USA, says Chris. So there you go. Anybody that's got access to ESPN2, it's also on that as well. Thoughts on St. Maximum going to the Saudi League, says Billy. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to change my opinion on this. I think anybody in his age bracket and he's a good player. I think anybody of his age and his talent going to the Saudi League just shows a complete lack of ambition, in my opinion. I have to say, you know, guys going for the money, all that kind of stuff. I think that's, I think it's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? Who's better, City's 23 treble or United's 99? Says Rover. That's a silly question on a Man United fan channel. So, you know what my answer is going to be. What's your top 4 prediction? I'm going to go City, United. I haven't officially done this now, so this may change. So City, United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. City, United, Liverpool, Arsenal. That'd be my top 4. Let me know your top 4 predictions at the moment as well, guys. What do you think it's going to be? Chris says Newcastle sends Maximin to Saudi and replaced by Harvey Barnes. Jared says it's also on the Fire Stick if anybody is looking to watch it. Newcastle is going to feel what it's like to play every 3 days, says Chris. Yeah, I mean, they are going to have their work cut out for them this season. They've got, of course, they've got European football now. And yeah, they're going to have to juggle it, which they haven't had to do basically in 20 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go on. I think that's probably why they don't make the top 4. Because I still think Eddie Howe is a good manager, and I think they've got a decent squad as well. How do you feel about playing Madrid tomorrow? Confident? Yeah, well, look, I'm never overly concerned about results in pre-season, I have to say. I think I'd just be looking forward to playing against Real Madrid and see how we get on. Obviously, you know, we don't know what kind of team they're going to put out. We don't know how strong they're going to be. So, look, it's going to be a good game to watch. So I am looking forward to it, yeah. Chris says City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea for his top 4. Jared says City, United, Newcastle, Arsenal. Billy says City, Liverpool, United and Arsenal. And Rover says my top 4 is Man United, Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal. So United winning the league next year. It's fought with Newcastle with Tonali, but that's mine. Liverpool are never allowed top 4, says Jared. Casemiro versus his old team tomorrow night as well. Absolutely. Who wants to watch a team of nobodies at this time of the morning, says Derek, but yet you're still here. So if you're going to be here, you might as well be positive about it. Kobe Mainu, question mark, says Terry. Yeah, he's going to be a great player, isn't he? Really been impressed with him in pre-season, I have to say. Where is he reading these comments from, says MMA Goat. So we're live over on YouTube as well, guys. That's where the majority of the comments that I've been reading out have been from. We've got the full experience live over on YouTube if you want to go check it out. The YouTube icon button is on my homepage. Just click the link, head over to YouTube, hit subscribe, get into the comment section over there. Our YouTube channel is called United Community Channel as well. We've got the full experience, scoreboard, timer, all of that stuff on the screen. Go check it out. You won't go back to TikTok, I promise. Way better over there. Where do you think United are going to come in the Champions League, says Dara? Look, I mean, we've got to be realistic about this as well. Obviously, I want United getting to the knockout stages of it. I would like to see them get to... Where would I be happy with? I mean, it all depends. It all depends who we get knocked out to. You know what I mean? If obviously I want Manchester United to go on and win the Champions League, but I have to be realistic as well. I think I would love a run to the semi-final. You know, that would be amazing. It really would. Plus, I've got season tickets, cup season tickets to Old Trafford next season, so I'd get all of the home Champions League games guaranteed. So I would love a semi-final run. But if we were knocked out in the quarterfinals by, you know, a Real Madrid or somebody like that, I would probably have no complaints either. But I mean, it's easy to say that, but you also want to juggle the fact that you want would I prefer a Champions League challenge or a Premier League challenge? And I would probably say a Premier League challenge, because that's the bread and butter. You have to win. You have to win the Premier League. You have to be winning the Premier League, So, but yeah, I would take any silverware. I think top four again and silverware this season is the aim, in my opinion. Yeah, that has to be the aim, doesn't it? I'm gonna go and make a coffee. Be back in a second. Right, coffee is on the go. So, um, Zach says, I think you should aim for quarterfinals and see what happens with the fixtures draws. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to something like that. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I think look, quarter final, semi final of the Champions League would be a good run. Obviously, I've got a cup season ticket, so I want us to go as far as possible. Because I will be going to them games. So I would love to be at a Champions League semi final in Old Trafford. It'd be unbelievable. It really would. But yeah, top four and silverware has to be our aim again this season. You would have to say, really, doesn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to put on the jumper because it's freezing here. I'm going to grab my coffee as well. Be back in a second. We've got just over 5 minutes to go before start of the game. So give me 1 second. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jeez, there's a right crowd on the pitch. We're going to play the American national anthem here as well. Players are out on the pitch as well, guys, so we're nearly ready to rock and roll. Tony says, you need to think of the future and get Ferguson off Brighton now. Yeah, well, he only signed a new contract last season, so we're not going to get him this year. Maybe next year, but Brighton were smart in protecting the asset, maybe, and getting the new contract signed with him, you know, so... Sing it, Jack, says Chris. Don't know a single word of it, Chris, I'm afraid. Oh, coffee. Black. Lovely though. Let's see. 80 to 100,000 showing up in pre-season game in the USA. That's Manchester United, isn't it? Unbelievable. The Englishman says, so let me get this right. They play Wrexham tonight and then Real Madrid tomorrow. Yep, spot on. So this time tomorrow we'll probably be finished the watch along for Real Madrid. It's at 1:30 tomorrow night. So yeah. So it's basically a lot of the youth players are playing tonight, and then of course we'll have the senior players back for the Real Madrid game tomorrow. Same amount of people on the pitch there as there was at when City won the league, says Josh. Guys, anybody watching on TikTok, do get over to YouTube there as well. We're live. We've got the full experience. If you want to get the scoreboard, the timer, all of that kind of stuff on the screen, link is on my homepage. Go check it out. Come over to YouTube, United Community channel on YouTube. Hit subscribe and let us know in the chat that you've come over from TikTok. But yeah, that coffee is nice now. Wake me up. Did you go to bed? I did. I got about 3 hours. Yeah, maybe. Well, no, probably more. Probably about 3.5 hours sleep I got. I went to bed at like 9:30, but didn't go to sleep till about 11 o'clock. And then I had my alarm set for quarter to 3. So, yeah, about 3.5 hours. The first time I avoided the snooze button to watch this, says Andrew. IDK says, I'm Irish, I'm watching the match as well. Good stuff. Any other youth players standing out, maybe see in this match? I've been impressed with Aaron. I like the look of him in Oslo and in Edinburgh. I thought he played quite well. But yeah, there's been a number of different players that I've been impressed with. Fernandez at left back, I thought played well. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again tonight. That was including their players, but we won't say anything. Josh says, having the coffee, you'll be wired now. When you try to go back to bed, I won't be able to see. Well, we've got 1 hour and 45 minutes basically between now and me going back to bed, so I think I'll be logging in late into work tomorrow. Why is it on at 3:30 in the morning, says Jay? Well, it's on in San Diego, so it's just a time difference, pal. Terry says, man, I get around that black and white kit. It's actually not black, that's the thing. It's green, which is crazy. But, yeah. Right, we're nearly ready to rock, guys. Let's get the timer up and running here on the screen. Ben Foster in the goal for Wrexham, of course. So United in their away kit, Wrexham in the red kit as well. But yeah, looking forward to this, seeing how the kids play. Obviously, Hannibal is playing as well. Shoretire, Will Fish at the back. I've been impressed with him in the 2 pre-season games that he's played as well. And he's playing alongside Johnny Evans, so he'll learn a lot tonight, you would hope. But we're up and running. Timer up on the screen. Gore is playing as well, says Chris. Yeah, looking forward to seeing him play as well. Is it 2 different squads for the match? Yeah, it is. So we'll have a different squad tomorrow than we will for this one. Absolutely. Richard says up at this hour to watch the kids. Has to be done. Only hardcore fans up at this hour. But Wrexham starting well here in the opening minute or two. Yeah, United in possession here now and doing well. Here's Hansen Aaron now up that left-hand side. I'm just going to call him Aaron. I'm not calling him Hansen Aaron. Lovely little 1-2. Oh, good play. Lovely little 1-2 with Hannibal, but it's a good interception by Wrexham in the end. And good pace by United starting the game here. And looks the kids look sharp, in fairness to them. Do you like the away kit? Not really, no. But I think the one thing will, like, the home kit, when the home kit was released last year, with the collar and the kind of the crest in amongst the kind of patch, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But then the players start wearing it, you win a couple of games in it and stuff like that, then all of a sudden, yeah, I'm starting to like this. So maybe the away kit will have the same effect on me. Like, I didn't mind the green kit last year, but then we lost the first 2 games in it away from home, and I was like, oh, fuck this kit. I never wanted to see us wearing that again because it just reminds me of it. So, yeah. Dublin says, will you watch the Ireland ladies later today? I am going to watch it. I'm not doing a watch-along now or anything for it, but I'll certainly be watching. I think it's on at 1 o'clock, I think. They're playing Canada, so yeah, I'll be watching it. I'll be working, but I'll have it on in the background. Need a win, Ireland do, in fairness, so let's hope we can get it. I'm here trying to watch it, and it's stuck on load, says Rovers. Agar says, that away kit is dirt. It is. Someone feed Joe Hugel a good T-bone steak for him. He's tall though, in fairness to him. He just needs to do a bit of filling out over the next couple of years. Yeah, it's been a decent start here by United, you have to say it. Tyga's in, good to see you, pal. Let's see, ESPN, few minutes behind MUTV. Best way to watch it, says Terry. Well, what you can do, Terry, is if you go over to the YouTube channel, we're live over there as well, you can actually pause my YouTube channel, my YouTube live. So if you go over to YouTube, get in on the live over there, you can pause. We've got the timer on the screen. Just pause me, and then once the timer comes up in line with yours, just hit play again, and then you'll be able to watch us together. Shoretire now cross into the box, well blocked. So yeah, anybody else wants to do that as well, guys, get over to the YouTube channel live over there as well. You can pause the YouTube channel, and we've got the timer there as well. Here's Hannibal into the box, pulls one back. Oh, it's pinballing around there. United get back on it on the edge of the box. Hansen Aaron, lovely little turn. Good start by United here, you'd have to say. Sharp start, looking to create, getting into the box. Anybody putting in scores that are bullshit are going to get blocked. So, yeah. Don't ruin it for everybody else. That would be you, Killian. So we're going to get you blocked. So there we go. You've had your warning now. Anyway. Would you say Shuratira is United quality? Not at the moment, but I mean, he's still young. He's still young. I think a loan move would benefit him. You know, I think a lot of these young players, I do like that Will Fish though. I like the look of him, I have to say. But I think a lot of these youngsters would benefit an awful lot by a loan move, you know, because the benefit of getting, you know, 40 games a season playing in the Championship or League One or wherever it might be, you know, and the physicality of it is I think a lot more beneficial than playing in the under-21s, you know. So yeah, that's my opinion. But look, it all depends on the player as well. Some players might benefit more going out on loan. Some players might benefit better staying and, you know, training with the first team and maybe playing 3 or 4 games a season for them, you know, and playing in the under-21s as well. So, Tony says Fish is a great catch. Way. Chris says this away kit sucks donkey balls. It doesn't even feel like we're watching Man United. Katie is in. She says, "Hey Jack, will we see our new goalkeeper tonight?" No, so he's not in the squad tonight, but he will be. We will see him tomorrow night against Real Madrid for the first time. Billy says the next early game is United versus Real Madrid. Yeah, tomorrow night will be live from 1 a.m. tomorrow night, so make sure you're watching that as well. Thoughts on Amad Diallo's injury? Yeah, it's not as serious as first thought, which is good. Ten Hag said he should be back in training in the next couple of days, so you'd be hoping that he's okay and back for the start of the season. Right, Donny. See you later, pal. You got your 15 seconds there. You're getting blocked as well. But yeah, United starting positive here, keeping possession well, not getting too carried away, just moving it left to right, side to side, waiting for the openings. It's on MUTV, guys. MUTV. Thanks to everybody hitting the follow button as well, guys. Who have we got? Tony is after hitting the follow button there. Much appreciated as well. Feel worried with Madrid. We will be knackered. It's a different squad. It's going to be a different squad tomorrow. With all the senior players back. Let's see. Maguire out and promote Fish. Says Chris, there you go. I mean, I wouldn't be against that, really. I mean, I think he would probably benefit more from going out on loan. Like these types of players who you do see that are, you know, not that they're on the fringes or anything, but that, you know, you would say maybe in a year or two would potentially be good enough for the first team squad. I think it's probably important that they're the ones that go out on loan. But United have a free kick here in a good position. It looks like Hannibal is just going to chip one into the box here. But yeah, Hannibal with a chip ball. It's a good ball in. No one really attacking that area. Ball still bobble around. Will Fish. Oh, he's battling really well. I like him. I have to say, I like him. Let's see. Agar says, watch Alanga turn into R9 against us this season. Will Garnacho start tomorrow night against Madrid? Maybe so. Maybe so. He did start the last game as well, so unless the manager is going to be rotating, you'd never know. Why are you live so late, says Ryan. Man United are playing in America against Wrexham, so we're doing a live watch along for it, Ryan. Are you going to see them in the Aviva, says John? I certainly am, John. Yeah. Going to be live. We're going to be watching them live in the Aviva. I'm going to be doing a match day vlog for it for the channel, so I'll have my camera out an awful lot. So come up and say hello if you see if you're there. I don't like this kid, says Katie. I don't think Wrexham have scored on their tour yet. Did they not score against Chelsea? I think. Well, I was watching Ben Foster's matchday vlog. Did they not score one, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they're a League 2 team. Aren't they? Or are they League 1 now, maybe? So yeah, I mean, you would be expecting that we beat them tonight, of course, with the youth. But I mean, long balls like this are dangerous. Oh, keeper comes out and absolutely cleans him out. I mean, in a normal game, he's getting a red card there. Mullen, Bishop absolutely comes out and cleans Mullen out of it, and he's injured. Oh, he's not in. He's in bother here. He can't breathe. He's holding his throat. I think maybe he's just winded, but it does look like he's in a bit of trouble there. So it's just a long ball in over the top, and Bishop comes out to try and win it. It's outside the box, so he can't go with his hands. And Mullen is in on it, and Mullen actually gets ahead on it. He's brave, gets ahead on it, and Bishop just absolutely cleans him out of it. Yeah, he's just winded, I'd say. Probably could. Yeah, it's a really, really heavy challenge. You could be talking about it, maybe a couple of cracked ribs there, maybe, or something like that. But let's hope he's all right. He looks in real bad bother here. Stretcher is coming on for him. But that was it. That would have been a certain red card in any other game. In any competitive game, that would have been a red card. He's conscious anyway, and like he's not out cold, but he's got a really heavy hit. They're putting oxygen on him. He is conscious. Yeah, but they've got the oxygen mask on him. Yeah, it was a heavy challenge. Who's down? Mullen is down for Wrexham. The Englishman says, once again, Johnny Evans shows he has no pace. Well, he is fucking 35, like, you know what I mean? Mullen is like 25. You know, yeah, they're showing the collision here again, and it's he gets it right here. He gets the bulk of the collision, and he goes down holding his nearly his hip. Um, I'd say he's just got completely winded, and maybe he probably's got it maybe a cracked rib, but he's still down, and the medics are still around him. He's conscious. And Mullen is their talisman. He's been their number one player last season. So you're he's sitting up, I think, which is good. Yeah, that's good to see. I reckon he's got a couple of broken ribs, to be honest with you, because it was all here. It was all there that he got the impact. So I'd say he got a couple of broken ribs. It's not a nice one. I've broken ribs before. It's a horrible injury because you can't do anything with broken ribs. You just have to leave them heal on their own and try and stay still for weeks on end until they heal themselves. It's a nasty one. But yeah, let's hope he's okay. Oh, that coffee hasn't done much. Yeah, but he's still on the ground here. I think he's sitting up, but yeah, we've got a big delay here. He's sitting up, which is good. He's got a neck. Has he got a neck brace on? No, he's got an oxygen mask on. Yeah, yeah. It looks like he's going to stand up here, which is good. Which is good to see. That's good to see. I'd say it's ribs. I'd say it's ribs more than anything. A really, really sore one for him. A big, probably. Do you know when you get winded and it's just? But he's nodding his head. He looks all right. Yeah, he's up. He's walking off the pitch, which is good to see. Got the oxygen mask on and off him. I'd say he's just got a. I'd just say he got really badly winded and maybe a couple of cracked ribs. Um, would you take Johnny as backup? Says Katie. Yeah, look, it wouldn't bother me if we did or we didn't. To be quite honest with you, he would be coming in simply as a backup. He'd only play a handful of games a season, you would expect. But if that's the way the manager wants to go with it, then I'm all for it. But yeah, it's going to be a free kick here now to Wrexham on the edge of the box. Good opportunity for them to get a strike on goal. But it was a really, really bad collision there. Mullen goes straight down the tunnel. His pre-season, you would expect, is probably going to be over. But yeah, good opportunity for Wrexham here now to test the goalkeeper here. Whistle goes. We're back up and running. And the free goes over the bar. But yeah. We're going to have about maybe 5 or 6 minutes of at a time here. at the end of the first half. What happened, says Alex, so ball in over the top, and Mullen was running onto it, and Bishop, our goalkeeper, came out to clear the ball. The ball was outside the box, so he couldn't go with his hands, and he came out kind of to head it, and there was just a really, really heavy collision, and Mullen come out the worst of it. It looks like he's been down for about 5 minutes. They were giving him oxygen. It looks like he just got a really bad kind of wind, got winded, and I'd say maybe a couple of broken ribs. But yeah, it was a heavy, heavy challenge, you would have to say. Free to Wrexham just inside the United half. Let's see. Jonathan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Jaden says, what do you think about Man United, Real Madrid? Looking forward to it. Have to say, looking forward to it now. Getting the majority of the senior players back and on the pitch together again. Happy days. Is Foster playing for Wrexham? He is playing in the goal. Strike by Wrexham. Good save there by Bishop. The Englishman says, these youngsters need to play like they're playing for the last spot on the first team. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. 100%. Is this live, says Stephen? Yep. Yeah, game is live. Thanks for the follow as well, Stephen. Much appreciated. Are you going to the Aviva? I am. I certainly am. Come up and say hello if you see me. Long throw in by Wrexham into the box. It's bobbling around. Good header away there by Will Fish. And United win a free out. Good defending there, you'd have to say. It's cool to see here because Ten Hag is on the bench, but he's technically not really taken this game. We've got the under-21 manager there that's on the touchline. He's out on giving instructions, and Ten Hag is just sitting back and watching everything, which is cool to see. I like that out of Ten Hag though. He's given the under-21 manager the opportunity to go out and do his thing. You know what I mean? Which is good. Billy says, thoughts on Kasper Schmeichel? Yeah, good goalkeeper, yeah. Katie says, nothing you can do for cracked ribs apart from let nature take its time and pain meds. Absolutely. How many months would you be out with broken ribs? Be 2 months, I'd say, minimum, would you? 2 or 3 months, maybe. I done my ribs, I cracked 2 of them. I didn't break them, and I was out for about 6 weeks with them. Now, maybe, when, like, I still have to go to work and stuff like that, so maybe when you're a professional footballer, it mightn't take as long, but Chris says, hopefully you will get your package so you can wear to the Aviva. I am not wearing that to the Aviva because I know what it is. Best, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Brian says, Kovar deserved more chances. Decent goalkeeper. Yeah, I agree. But maybe sending him out on loan is what's going to be more beneficial to him. Did I hear yesterday that potentially United are open to selling him? I don't know if that's true. I hope that's not true. Z is in. Big fan. Appreciate it, pal. Thanks for joining. Wrexham putting a bit of pressure on us here the last couple of minutes. The Englishman says, I feel so strongly that Man United haven't really added real quality to the squad. I have to disagree with you, I'm afraid. I think Mason Mount is a quality signing. I think he's an improvement on a lot of the midfielders that we have. I think he's an improvement on, of course, Donny, Fred and McTominay. And I think all around he's an improvement on Eriksen. Younger, fitter, faster, better defence. You would say probably Eriksen probably has the better eye for a pass. But I think other than that, I think Mason Mount is an upgrade on Eriksen as well. So, and Onana is probably one of the best ball-playing goalkeepers in the world. So I think we have added real quality to the squad. Cracked ribs can depend on your body. Some recover. Time depends on age and all of that, says Brian. Yeah. One man does not make a team. No, it doesn't, but we've already got quality in our squad. I mean, we've got real characters in our squad now. You know, Onana, Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw's becoming a real senior player as well. You know, I'm really happy with the squad that we're kind of developing. And we just look, I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. We have to continue to build on it. You know, getting in Erasmus Highland, good young player up front, hungry. Amrabat, good experience, 26-year-old in the middle of the park as well. You know, good play by United now down the right-hand side. Shoretire on the ball. Cross now into the box is blocked. Just the final ball, really. But you expect that out of the youth, really, don't you? That the final ball tends to be a bit scrappy. But they're learning a lot here. You can see, you know, Wrexham are physical. They're big and strong and not letting them push them around. And, you know, that'll stand to these players as well, you'd have to say. They need a centre forward foremost, says Najot. Yeah, absolutely. But look, I think we will get one. We'll get a centre forward. Absolutely, we will. I think we'll have our centre forward. I think we'll have Rasmus Højlund within a week or two. I think we'll definitely have him before the start of the season. I would like to see him maybe play in, you know, maybe in the Dublin game. We got one in Old Trafford after that. Maybe I'm not too sure. Terry is in on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. Katie says, say up to 6 weeks plus broken ribs. Fojan says, watching this in school right now. Stick to your studies. Stay in school, kids. If we buy Suzuki, why not sell Kovar? Yeah, maybe so. Did you watch Al Nassr versus PSG today, says Billy? I didn't, I'm afraid. No, I didn't. Marco says, if it wasn't a friendly, Bishop would have got a red. Yeah, he would have. Absolutely, he would have. The Englishman says, is Phil Jones still on the books? No, he left on a free. His contract was up, so he's gone since the 1st of July. Shoretire has to go out on loan. Decent player as well, says Brian. Sonia says, how come the match is on at this time? It's been played in San Diego in the US, so... Oh, lovely cross into the box, and it's 1-0 to Wrexham. Elliot Lee with the goal. 1-0 to Wrexham. And to be honest with you, Wrexham have been putting a good bit of pressure on the last... Ever since the injury and the stoppage, Wrexham have been increasing their I suppose their danger levels. They put a lovely cross into the box here from the right-hand side. Let's see, just a little layoff, and it's a left-footed cross in swinger. It's a brilliant ball in. And no United player going for it. It's a really good ball in, and Lee takes a chance on it, gets into the box. It's in that area between the back four and the goalkeeper, right in that 6-yard box area, and nobody takes charge of it. And it's 1-0 to Wrexham. 1-0 to Wrexham. Unfortunately. Oh, jeez, we nearly got an equaliser there straight away with Aaron. Let's have a look at it here again. There was a ball played in and Wrexham just get caught. Yeah, and it falls to Hansen Aaron on the edge of the box. He's trying to put it in over Ben Foster, who comes out, but he's got a defender coming in behind him and just does enough to kind of put him off, and he puts it wide. Could have equalised instantly there. John says, losing to Wrexham. Yeah. All right, John. There's a bunch of 18-year-olds playing, so... Who do you support? Says Alex. Have a guess, Alex. First goal conceded on the tour, says Jared. It is, yeah. But look, the kids are playing. So... But Wrexham, in fairness to them, have played well since the stoppage. Yeah, a couple of tackles flying in now by the younger the United youth here as well, which is good to see. But I think it's United's youngsters here. It's their final ball that's letting them down more than anything else. You know what I mean? I think our patterns of play are quite good. We're getting into good positions. We're linking up well, playing out from the back quite well. It's our final ball really that's letting us down. What's the score, says Alex? It's 1-0 to Wrexham, guys. We've got the score up on the screen over on YouTube. If you want to head over to our YouTube channel and check it out, link is on my homepage. We're live over there, scoreboard, timer, all of that stuff on the screen. Go check it out, hit subscribe, get into the chat, let me know you've come over from TikTok. Let's see. James says, do you know the youngsters will play the Dublin game because of the match in Old Trafford the day before? Yeah, it's hard to know what kind of a squad they're even going to bring to Dublin. So, let's see what happens. It's probably going to be a young squad, though, you would say. Hannibal does really well there and wins a free on the edge of the box. Good positive run from him. They know they're playing against teenagers, right? Says Chris. Yeah, first goal. Yeah, we read that. Billy says, what club will David De Gea go to? I'm not too sure, to be quite honest with you. Did you get tickets for Coldplay? Nope. Terry says, won 3 pre-season matches. We're beat here. It's the only one talked about. Has Wrexham ever been close to the Prem? I don't think so. Pieface says, you're going to the game in the Viva. I certainly am. Paul, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. But free kick here to United in a good position. It's going to be Hannibal, right-footed. He's probably just going to hang one up there for the likes of Johnny Evans to go and attack. Yeah, just hangs one up, but it's a good header away by Wrexham. Yeah, another free to United. Fojahan says, Man United under 21 should still be better than main Wrexham team. And Pieface says, hope it's a mix of youth and first team that comes to Dublin. Yeah, you would hope so. Lovely ball in. Oh, it's just too far ahead of Collier, was it? Not a bad ball out of Irado. Only Man Alive says, United playing in Newcastle jerseys and Wrexham playing in red with United on the front of them. Yeah, it's true. Englishman says, no, Wrexham, I've never been close. Wrexham have never been close to the Premier League. Give them another 2 seasons. Alex says, Bilbao are a very strong team. I've seen them train and play. They're very good and they'll try to win. Absolutely they will. Why did we let 3 big names go for free in the last couple of years? Well, first and foremost, I think it's down to a lot of it comes down to the fact that we give them massive money, so it's hard to clear them off the books then when you know, when you're giving them 200, 250 grand a week, then they're happy just to run down their contract. They also get big paydays when they go to other clubs. Look at Jesse Lingard, for example. He got massive wages from Nottingham Forest because he was on a free transfer. That all stems back to the Ed Woodward era. So I think, Jesus, that's a long throw. Oh, flicked in, 2-0. Wrexham are 2-0 up. It's poor by United, you have to say here. Classic, it's like a Rory Delap for Stoke years ago. 2-0 to Wrexham here. An absolutely massive throw that comes in, and the kids are showing their inexperience here, you would have to say. Nobody going to win the ball. And it's a flick on the edge of the 6-yard box. And yeah, it's a massive throw right into the edge of the 6-yard box. It's flicked up. And the youth players, yeah, you can just see the inexperience, really, the lack of physicality, you know, compared to these basically non-league players. That Hayden, it is, the centre-back, just gets up, overpowers everybody, and it's 2-0 to Wrexham. And they celebrate as if they're after getting promoted to the Premier League. Wrexham 2-0 up. United have it all to do here. Disappointing. What have we got? 36 minutes gone. So, yeah, we've got just over 10 minutes to go. We're probably going to get about 5 minutes added on with the injury as well. But Manchester United find themselves 2-0 down here. Piefest says, would you ever consider moving to Twitch? No, not really. YouTube is where it's at, in my opinion. I've done a couple of streams on Twitch, and I find it really, really hard to get viewers. It just, that natural kind of progression of getting viewers is very difficult. I think Twitch for watch-alongs, I mean, we've seen even some of the bigger streamers, you know, that stream watch-alongs on Twitch are starting to jump to YouTube. First and foremost, YouTube, obviously there's more people on YouTube than there is on Twitch. And second of all, when you do monetize your channel, you get a larger percentage off of YouTube than you do off of Twitch. So, yeah. If I ever do maybe... If I ever maybe do some gaming streaming, then maybe I would do... I do have a Twitch account, a United Community Channel Twitch account. We've done a couple of live streams on it, but you're getting like one person watching, so I just didn't think it was worth it, to be honest. Especially when you're just... When you have a small channel like this and you're trying to grow it, I think it's easier to grow on YouTube than it is on Twitch, basically that way. And I think YouTube is going to be around a lot longer than Twitch is as well. So that's another reason too. Chris says, I'm kind of tired. We won't judge you if you go to bed, Chris. But, you know, we did get up at 3 a.m. for this. So, yeah, you know, do whatever you want. Dan Gore does really well to win it back, and then he's fouled. Good play there by Dan Gore. Good solid tackle. Yeah, good play by Dan Gore there. Is it a good game to watch? It's all right. It's United lose out there. Wrexham on the counter attack here. Oh, it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. I think Dan Gore is having a decent game here, in fairness to him. And try and keep an eye on him a bit more here. Here's Hannibal now coming down the right-hand side. He's been playing decent in the first half as well. No foul there, though. Here's Hannibal now again. Bit of space down the right-hand side. Cross is blocked. Keep smashing the like button as well, guys, if you haven't already done so. Let's try to get to 5,000 likes on TikTok before half-time. Tap the screen a few times if you have a second. Helps the channel out an awful lot. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel as well. Much appreciated. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, please do hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year as well. So please make sure you are hitting the subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching there as well. Much appreciated as always. Here's Dan Gore now down the right-hand side, tiptoeing into the box. Gets it back to Shoretire on the edge. Gets smothered out. Collier goes in. Hansen Aaron is going to sweep up. If we could get one back before half-time. But you see, we're probably going to see massive changes here at half-time as well. So, lovely ball. There's Macarado now. Poor pass. Bit of inexperience there. Plays it straight into the arms of Ben Foster. Jane says, watching all the way from New Zealand, wishing a fellow Irish person nothing but the best of luck with your channel in the future. I appreciate it, Jane. Thanks a million. Hope you're doing well down in New Zealand, the other side of the world. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. What county are you from? From Kilkenny. Is Joe Hugo playing good? He's not really getting a smell, to be quite honest with you. We're not creating an awful lot, which is the problem. We're kind of getting into the final third, and we're giving away a bit of possession. Our crosses are getting blocked and stuff like that. But you know, Wrexham have a corner here now as well. Corner swung in now, in swinger, good ball into the back post, but a good header away. Wrexham still on the edge of the box, and it goes over the bar. Goal kick. Were you watching the hurling, Stephen? I was. It was disappointing from a Kilkenny standpoint, as a Kilkenny man myself, but look, you can't. You have to hand it to Limerick. They are one of the greatest hurling teams ever, you would have to say. So I thought for a minute or two in the second half when we got that goal, I thought, right, here we go. I thought we had a good chance of actually going on and winning it. But Limerick just upped the gear, you know, up the pace. I think they scored 5 frees from the left-hand side without reply. Here's Hannibal now down the right-hand side. I've been impressed with Hannibal, I have to say. Katie says, I heard Darren Fletcher's twins joined United from City. They did. Both of them signed, I think, for 1.1 million, I think, combined. United switching teams in the second half. Yeah, we're probably going to, you know, usually we see, you know, all 11 being changed at half time usually, don't we? So wouldn't be surprised if that's the case as well. But look, we knew we were playing the youth tonight, and Now, look, you still don't want to be 2-0 down to Wrexham. Of course you don't. But you do have to, use your brain here as well and say there's a bunch of teenagers playing. So, Dara says, I'd say it's time to go to bed now. 2 goals down. Z says, to be realistic, I don't think we will finish in the top 4 this year. I disagree. I think we will. What you have to realise is that, have a look at the teams around us that were challenging us last year. Okay, Liverpool will probably be better, although they're going to have to sign a couple more midfielders because they seem to be losing every midfielder that they've had. I think Newcastle won't make top 4 because they've now got European football to juggle. I don't think they will. I think their inexperience at doing that will prove costly. I don't think Chelsea will improve enough to get themselves back into the top 4. Spurs are still garbage and they're probably going to lose Harry Kane as well on top of that. So I think we will get top 4. I think United could. I think if we can make a couple more signings, I mean, if we just go out and get Harry Kane, I think we challenge for the league. I really do. Free kick to United now. Hannibal going to swing it in here again. Nice ball in. It's a good header away. I mean, you have to hand it to Wrexham. They are defending these. Tira header. Kind of, how did that come back in? But you have to hand it to Wrexham. They are defending these free kicks really well. You also have to take into account that there's teenagers playing here that are not physically developed as much as a lot of these Wrexham, I suppose, men that are playing, How are United playing today and tomorrow? Well, we've got a youth team playing now, and we've got our first team squad back playing tomorrow then against Real Madrid. Wouldn't go that far now with a title challenge. Well, I think if you put Harry Kane into Manchester United team, you're guaranteed minimum 25 goals. And if we had one of the best defensive records last season, clean sheets and all that kind of stuff. Now, there was the hiccups, the 5 against City, the 7 against Liverpool, of course. But, you think that, here's Hugill. Strike. Good block. Good play by Hugill there. But if you put a Harry Kane with 30 goals a season on top of what Rashford done last year, you would hope Anthony improves with more goals. You would hope Garnacho is going to chip in with more goals. Bruno Fernandes getting more goals. And keep a solid defence like we done last season. You're challenging for the league title. Now, we're not getting Harry Kane by the looks of it. But I think if United did go all out for Harry Kane and got him, I think we're challenging for the league title. I really do. And it's not me getting carried away. I just think if you look at it statistically and the goals we scored last season, the reason why our goal difference in the Premier League was so bad last year is that we didn't score enough goals. We were actually quite good defensively. Rashford basically scored all the goals on his own. So, you put a Harry Kane in a team that gets you. I think that gets you to the next level. You know what I mean? Wicklow says, fair play to you for going live this late. Dedication has to be done. I'll watch United anytime. So we need 1 or 2 defenders, midfielders, and another attacker, says Z. Zonny says, another match for the history books. Yeah. For Wrexham, of course. Kane is just another level man, says Callum. Yeah, he really is, isn't he? Let's see. You're right about Hannibal, says Terry. Do you know Thomas O'Connor playing for Wrexham, number 22? I don't. Harry Kane, therefore, is going to Munich, says Katie. I don't know. I mean, if we look at what's going on here with Harry Kane, okay? Spurs want to sell him to Bayern Munich, okay? Because they don't want to sell him to another Premier League club. Bayern Munich are desperate to sign him. Oh, yes! There we go. 2-1. Jurado comes in at the back post. A lovely, lovely goal there. A great time to get a goal back as well for United right before half-time. United have been peppering balls in on top of Wrexham the last few minutes, really putting the pressure on here, and it pays off eventually. Jurado coming in at the back post. It's Fernandez. Lovely, lovely left-footed ball in, and Wrexham go asleep at the back post, and Jurado takes a chance, comes in at the back post, on the volley, on the half volley, and buries it. 2-1. United back in the game now just before half-time here. Happy days. Great goal. Delighted for young Jurado there as well. United deserved that over, in the last few minutes. They've really done well. So yeah, there we go. And that's half-time. Brilliant time to get the goal, you would have to say. Happy days. Happy days. Great stuff. Delighted that we got a goal in the first half as well there, you'd have to say. But anyway, let's get back to what we were saying about Harry Kane, right? This is my thoughts about the whole Harry Kane deal. Because I have a feeling United are not going to disappear away from this Harry Kane deal. Now, I could be completely wrong here, and maybe I am. Spurs are desperate to get Harry Kane to Bayern Munich because they don't want to sell him to a Premier League team. Bayern Munich are desperate to sign Harry Kane. What's holding up that deal from getting done? Harry Kane. Now, obviously, a fee has to be agreed on, but I don't think there's much of an issue between... I don't think there's much of a distance between what Spurs value Harry Kane at to what Bayern Munich value Harry Kane at. So, I think the reason why this is being held up is Harry Kane is keeping his options open. Because the longer that this transfer window goes on, the more desperate that Spurs will be to sell Harry Kane. Spurs owner Joe Lewis basically came out and told Daniel Levy, Harry Kane, if he does not sign a new contract this summer, has to be sold. So the longer that it goes on, the more desperate Spurs will be to sell him. Now, if you're looking at Harry Kane not budging, in another 2 weeks' time, they're going to say, what's going on? We need to get him off the books here. And then all of a sudden United come in and say, we'll offer you 80 million for Harry Kane. And they go, okay, we've got no other choice but to accept it. Then Harry Kane says, okay, I'm staying in the Premier League. I get a chance now to break Alan Shearer's record. I'll be challenging for trophies with Manchester United. All of this kind of stuff. So I think there's a lot more to this Harry Kane story left to run. I think the Harry Kane story has a lot of legs left to it. Now, look, I could be wrong. Maybe tomorrow we might hear that he accepts an offer from Bayern Munich and he wants to go there. I just think he wants to become the all-time leading goal scorer. So in the Premier League, and he's not going to do that at Bayern Munich. So, but let's see what happens. Who scored, says Billy. Jurado scored. What's your thoughts on Bayern Munich signing Kim Min-jae? Yeah, I mean, look, Man United were in for him, weren't they? Disappointing that we didn't get him, but yeah, look, what can you do? What can you do? But yeah, so look, half-time, 2-1 to Wrexham, guys. Look, it's been a decent first half. Jack, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Much appreciated. It's been a decent first half, you would have to say. Nothing spectacular out of United. I think they've been okay. A lack of maybe experience, you would say. final ball wasn't overly great for the majority of it. And they gave away a couple of soft goals as well. But look, that's all down to inexperience. Like we said it before every game that we've played so far, that the result is not overly important. Of course you want Manchester United to win all the time. Of course you do. But the result is not massively important. We want to see players playing well. We want to see tactics being followed, patterns of play, all of that kind of stuff. And we're getting it as the first half went on. I think our how we played with the ball, I think, has been quite good. We played out from the back. We played with a bit of confidence. Okay, we made a few mistakes, but they're only kids, you would have to say. I'm liking the confidence that they continue to have in terms of playing out from the back, and it's probably something that Erik ten Hag is adamant about seeing. He wants from underage all the way up to first team. He wants us to play out from the back. He wants us to be confident on the ball. So that's good to see. Fitzy, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hannibal is solid in that first half. Yeah, Hannibal has been the standout player. And I think Dan Gore has played well also. But Hannibal, yeah, definitely has been the standout player. I admire your optimism, man, but it's a no from me about Kane. I don't see why people say no on Harry Kane. He guarantees you Premier League goals. He's been scoring 20 goals a season minimum for 8 years. It's just a no-brainer for me. 8-9 years. I'm surprised Saudi are not in for Harry Kane. I'm not even joking, says Alex. Yeah, look, I don't think he would go there anyway, to be quite honest with you. Billy says, thoughts on Lingard making a football club? Couldn't care less, to be quite honest with you. I think if Jesse Lingard concentrated on his football more so than social media and trying to create football clubs and all of this, I think if he, concentrated on his football more down through the years, he would have had a more successful career. But I had nothing against him. But yeah, I don't. Footballers who do things, I don't care about footballers doing things outside of football. Especially if you're playing for Manchester United, just keep your head down, train hard. But yeah, kind of getting a bit peckish now. Give me a second. Got some bread in the toaster. Yeah, I'm hungry now. What time is it? 4:30. Sun will be coming up soon. Sunrise is in 1 hour, just as we're finishing. Maybe we'll get the dog and go for a walk. No point going back to bed at 5:30, is there? Might as well be up for the day. Onana says, I'm so disappointed. I missed half the game. Dylan says, I was in another live and people are actually cracking over the results. So sad. It's pre-season. Dylan, you were in another live? I am devastated. Whose live were you in, by the way? Hannibal is miles clear of everyone else on the pitch. Yeah, he's definitely been the best player so far, hasn't he? In fairness to him. But yeah, Do 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 do. Wesley says, "Good morning. Fair play to you for the dedication. Appreciate it, man." Dylan says, "Naeem, he's even given out about if it's the under 21 result. Doesn't matter. He's in." Well, if you want to talk about contrasting channels and positivity and negativity, then let me just say you get the positivity here, and you know what you're going to get over there. So it depends what kind of outlook you want to have on life, whether you want to be positive or negative. If you want to be positive, stay here. But to be honest with you, the negative channels tend to grow a lot quicker. So they do. They tend to grow an awful lot quicker. Look at, Naeem or Jonathan Morley or these types of channels. They do tend to get massive following very quickly. They also tend to not last as long. I think slow growth is probably the safest. But yeah, it's nothing but positivity over here. Now, I will give out when United don't play well, but it's only a pre-season game, for God's sake. Let's not get carried away. So, yeah. Let's see. Are you going to the Dublin game? I am. Will Mbappe go to Real Madrid or stay at PSG, says Billy. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. I mean, all of the... it's all in his hands, really, isn't it? He's got all the say. He's got all the say. Me says, are you staying up for the Madrid game tomorrow? I certainly am. What country are you from? I'm from Ireland, Kilkenny. Ryan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, I'm going to go seize my toast ready before the second half starts because I am starving. Can't be just a slice of toast, can't you now? With some butter. Alex says, surprising Hannibal isn't in the first team for tomorrow. Yeah, well, look. I mean, it's all about managing minutes for each player. We have to get every player match fit before the start of the season. So, you have to make sure other players do get game time as well. Anthony, Marcus Rashford, Pellistri, Garnacho, Sancho, all of these players. Where's the coffee, mate? It's already gone. Have a drink already. Ross is in. He says staying up as well from Cork. The joys of it, absolutely. Make sure if you haven't already done so, guys, to smash the like button and hit the follow button and subscribe. Abdullah says, big up this channel. Appreciate it, my man. Much appreciated. Chris is on beer number 5. Love to hear it. I am on my second slice of toast. Z says, do you think they'll bring back Mason Greenwood? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Jack says Fernandez is doing good. Yeah, he's having a decent game. Give me that toast. I'm hungry, says Abdullah. It is very nice, I have to say. The perfect kind of toasty consistency. I like it. I like it that dark brown kind of consistency. You wouldn't get this on the United stand. Billy says, what's your favourite United jersey? That one right there. 99 Champions League. Wrexham manager is giving out here that the United players are not out on the pitch yet. Abdullah says, I like the sharp jersey and Vodafone. Terry says, do you agree with the Greenwood issue? I think it's probably best that he is maybe loaned out at minimum. Yeah. Did I miss the potato crisp? Says Adam. We didn't have potatoes. It's 4:30 in the morning. Had a couple of slices of toast with butter. That was all. That's our half-time snack today. Molly says late night snack or early breakfast. Probably early breakfast, I'd say. I don't reckon I'm going to go back to bed after this. I might just get the dog and go out for a walk. Watch the sunrise. But we're back up and running, guys. Second half. I don't think United have made too many changes. I think maybe, is it only the goalkeeper that we've changed? Let me see, can I find out here? It's always hard to find. It's always hard to find out the substitutions during pre-season. But yeah, come on United now. Let's go out and get an early goal here. Put the pressure on these Wrexham lads. It's never the wrong time for potato crisps, says Adam. Keeper change. Yeah, I think it's just the keeper that's been changed. Vitek is on for Bishop. James says, the second the final whistle blows, I'm going straight back to bed. Yeah, I'll see how I am in another 45 minutes. If I'm tired, I'll go back to bed. But I am after having a coffee, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a dirty challenge. Oh, my God. That's a red card. Yeah, he sent off. Oh, yeah. Dan Gore's after getting a red card here. There's murder on the pitch. It was a really bad tackle. You could see it even in live. He went in with his studs up over the ball, catches him on the shin. It was a really bad challenge. No doubt from the referee here. Straight red card. It's disappointing. He was playing well in the first half. He went in with his studs up. Let's have a look at the replay here and see. Come on, let's see the replay. Actually, he did go in with his studs, but he wasn't high. He was under. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, if there's VAR there, that gets overturned. He does have his studs up, but he doesn't... His studs are below the studs of the opposition player. It's actually the opposition player who makes contact with Gore. But Gore gets a straight red card. Now, the opposite... You could see by the way both players come in... It's the Wrexham player that initiates the contact, but Dan Gore's studs are up. I think if that goes to VAR, it's overturned. That red card is definitely overturned. Disappointing from the young lad. United are down to 10 men here. Yeah, harsh red card there for Dan Gore. United are down to 10 here. What time is the Madrid match on at? It's on a 1:30 tomorrow night, Grace. So we'll be live from 1 o'clock. Good morning, Martin. Is that AM or PM? So AM. So an hour after midnight, we'll be live. So in 19 hours, basically, we'll be live again. Make sure you're joining. United have it all to do now, down to 10 men and a goal down. Michael says, I am regretting waking up to watch this. Got to support your team. Martin says, was it a bad tackle? No, not really. Not really. It was unlucky, I have to say. If that was in a Premier League game and there was VAR, it would have been overturned. 100% would have been overturned. What do you think of the jersey? Not a fan, to be honest. Tony says Bishop's challenge was more of a red. Yeah, I'd have to agree, to be honest with you. So Alvaro Fernandez gets a yellow card there just for keeping the ball away. It's a free kick to Wrexham. The referee is kind of losing control of the game a little bit here. He's starting to get a bit overly friendly with cards. Good ball in. Good header there by Johnny Evans. Yeah, referee is losing control of the game a little bit. Couple of challenges starting to go in, and ref is blowing his whistle, giving stupid yellow cards for no reason. I mean, no real need for it. Friendly game. Anyway. A red in a friendly is a disgrace, says Killian. It wasn't even a red. Yeah, it wasn't even a red. Referee should have really took his time on that one. He had a red card out before the whistle was even blew nearly. So, yeah. Darren says the kids are doing us proud anyway, regardless of the result. They're getting stuck in fairness to them. They're getting stuck in. Brem says, just in from work for the second half and a harsh red card to start. Still might nick a draw. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Deadpool will be after Gore. You're up early. I certainly am. Certainly am. Up early. Morning to you're sure. Much appreciated, guys. Any changes? Just the goalkeeper. Score is 2-1 to Wrexham. 53 minutes gone. There's Wrexham now on the edge of the box. Cross into the back post. And the header goes over the bar. Are you doing the co-commentary for the World Cup on RTE? He sounds awfully like, yeah. I'd be getting, at least then I'd be getting paid. Michael says, Dan Gore was impressive up until his red shame, really. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. Joey, thanks for the follow. Yersher says, didn't know there was a game on. Who's playing? Yeah, Manchester United and Wrexham are playing in San Diego. Yeah, lovely bit of skill by Hannibal there as well. He's been really positive in this game, I have to say. And there's a challenge from behind. Hannibal not too happy about it. He's getting fouled all the time. But good positive run from him there. The referee is happy enough to get these cards out for a couple of United players there already. I mean, if you're going to be consistent, be consistent. You don't want to see cards in a friendly game, but at least be consistent about it. John, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Is this a knockout game? Not huge on footy myself. No, it's only a pre-season friendly. Tuna. Sean says, is the match tomorrow 1:30 day or night? Night. So in about, 19 hours. So we'll be live from 1 a.m. after midnight tomorrow. Or today. Or, technically tomorrow. United, even though they're 10 men, even though they're playing with 10 men, have had the majority of the possession here in the second half. But again, not too many chances created. Big Tuna says, any news on the United takeover? Zero, my friend. Oh, lovely turn by Aaron. Oh, he gives the ball a little bit too early. Done the hard work and looking to find Hugel from it, but Yersher says from South Africa, the name is Yershin. Sorry, Yershin. I do apologise, my friend. Yershin. Score, please. It's 2-1 to Wrexham. United are down to 10 men. Dan Gore has been sent off. It wasn't a red card. No way. Dragon is in from South Africa. Good to see you, pal. Michael says, I don't envy international fans who will have to do this week in, week out to see United play. I really don't. We're lucky, aren't we? The top bids were put in by Saudi and some British. Yeah, there were. Yeah, we're still waiting on the Glazers to make up their goddamn mind who they're going to sell the club to. Have we put out a kids team, says Junior? Yeah, we have. Teenagers. The most senior player playing is Hannibal. Well, Johnny Evans, but, you know, besides him, you're talking about Hannibal. David, lucky for once the game is midday in Australia. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I remember a few years back when I was on holidays in California. We were in Los Angeles, and like you're watching Champions League football. United were playing in the Champions League at the time. You're watching Champions League football at 12 o'clock in the day in the pub. You know what I mean? Brilliant. I loved it, but I wouldn't want to get too used to it. Prefer Champions League at night time. Yershin says, it is not obvious that Qatari is the way to go because of their high bid. And Junior says, for years being a Kiwi, I've had to set the alarm for 2 a.m. to watch United. Dedication, my man. Dedication, fair play. So some changes here. Collier is coming off. And Aaron is coming off. Al Joffrey is coming on. And Oyedele is coming on as well. Col is in, says, how's the game going? I'm knackered. Yeah, look, it's going all right. It's getting a bit tasty the last few minutes. United are down to 10 men. Dan Gore got sent off. It wasn't a red card. United the youngsters are out. It's a bunch of teenagers playing, but they've been playing okay. They've been getting stuck in. Lack of chances created. Final ball has been a bit disappointing, but you can see what way we're trying to play. We're looking to play out from the back. We're looking to keep possession, play through the midfield. Exactly what Ten Hag is doing with the first team. But obviously, look, we're it's a bunch of teenagers playing, so you have to give them a bit of time. Breno says, ref had such a good view and still send off Gore. That could burst his confidence. He's a great player. Yeah, well, look, you would expect, say, the manager, his current manager, and then Eric Ten Hag as well, to see it, the replay, and go, that wasn't a red card, and just put their arm around him and say, listen, don't worry about it. You know, it'd be a different story if he was playing in Old Trafford in a Carabao Cup game or something and get sent off. Will Fish with a lovely ball to the back post. Oh, and just Alvaro Fernandez couldn't get his head on it. For these kids just playing in a big stadium atmosphere, it will be a great learning experience. Yeah, absolutely. And for a lot of them, you'd be expecting them to go out on loan, and get some first team game time under their belt, whether that be the Championship, League One, whatever it might be, abroad. That Will Fish, he got up that right-hand side and put in a lovely ball. I've been really impressed with him, I have to say. He looks the real deal, in fairness to him. Yeah, but you can see the inexperience of the younger players here. They're playing passes that shouldn't really be played, that are putting their teammates into a bit of trouble. You know, passing the ball into areas that they shouldn't be passing it into, that it can be intercepted easily. And that's just a little bit of inexperience that we're working with, you know what I mean? But on the off, I think it's been pretty positive. Do you think Manu will make a first team impact this season? Yeah, I think he'll play. I mean, Eric Ten Hag is keeping him around for a reason. He's not going to keep him around just to sit him on the bench. I think we'll see him an awful lot on, you know, in like the Carabao Cup, maybe some FA Cup games, you know, maybe in a couple of Champions League games as well. You never know. Breno says Fernandes and Hannibal need to feature this season. Well, the one thing about Fernandes is that he's got two left backs ahead of him already, and obviously Luke Shaw and Terrell Malacia. So maybe is it going to be a loan for him this season? SMS says, how come most Irish people support Liverpool and not United, even though I feel United had more Irish? It's not really the case, to be honest with you. The reason you think there's more Liverpool fans at the moment is because Liverpool have been doing better than United in the past 5 years or so. So you're hearing the Liverpool fans an awful lot more. You know, they won fuck all for 30 years and they had nothing to shout about. But now they're all coming out of the woodwork. So trust me, there is just as much United fans in Ireland as there is Liverpool fans. Libby, thanks for sharing the live. Much appreciated. Make sure you subscribe as well, guys. Anybody watching on YouTube also, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the follow button on TikTok, the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button for me as well. Let's try to get to 10,000 likes on TikTok as well before the end of the live. Keep tapping that screen. SMS says, why is Ten Hag there? He doesn't seem to be coaching or have any influence in this game. He's just watching. Yeah, but he's just watching. That's what he's there for. He's letting the under-21 manager do his thing, but I mean, he was in the dressing room at half-time. And he's giving his input because, of course, not only does he want the first team to play the way he wants them to play, but I'm sure he wants all of the underage teams to play the same way, so the transition to first team football is a lot easier. But still 2-1 to Wrexham here, guys. 65 minutes gone. United are down to 10 men. Hannibal now chipped to the back post. Comes to Alvaro Fernandez. He's offside. Free out. Beer number 6 for Chris. Katie says, missed the start of the second half. How are we down to 10 men? Yeah, it wasn't a red card, but look, we just got on with it. Sean, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. CF, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated as well. Couple more changes coming here for United. Does Manu not play this game? I mean, he's officially a first-team player. Yeah, well, he's more than likely going to be in the squad for tomorrow then, you would expect. Dodgy says, do you think United will bring a full squad to Dublin? Probably not. I think, are we playing in Old Trafford the night before maybe or something, or a couple of days before? I'm not 100. Let me just double check it here. Yeah, so like we're playing We're playing in Old Trafford. Yeah, we're playing in Old Trafford the day before. So he's probably not going to bring a big senior squad to Dublin, you would expect. It's probably going to be majority of it youth, you would expect. Unless he goes with the youth in Old Trafford and brings the senior squad to Dublin, you just don't know. Or maybe he'll mix and match. We just don't know. Kyle says, what's your opinion on Liverpool? Can't stand them. Season starts on the 14th. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe he will bring the senior squad to Dublin. And, you know, you'll be talking, 7, 8 days later then, the Premier League. So maybe so. I hope he brings a lot of senior players. Jack says, I bought tickets for Dublin and will be raging not to see a full team. Well, look, just go and enjoy the experience regardless. You know what I mean? Connor says, I feel like dying, lad. Jesus, don't do anything silly now, Connor. Don't do anything silly, pal. Running on 1 hour sleep and a cup of tea. Yeah, well, it has to be done, my friend. Don't go dying on us. Oh, it's 3-1. Wrexham, the extra man pays dividends there in the end, you would have to say. 3-1 to Wrexham. I mean, Mendy puts in a good ball. I think who's a Sam Doby, I think, gets the header on it. And it's, I mean, you have to hand it to Wrexham. It's typical lower league, not in a bad way at all. It's typical lower league. Get the ball wide and get good crosses into the box and go and attack it. And that's what Wrexham have done all night here. So the ball is worked out wide to the left. He doesn't even take a first touch, just puts it back in. It's a 1-2 basically, and he puts it into a lovely area. And the goalkeeper Vitek doesn't cover himself in glory either. He kind of half comes. And Dobie is just there, just to head it in at the back post. Free header down into the ground. It's 3-1 to Wrexham. The extra man pays dividends. 3-1 to Wrexham. Jamie says, I'm going to Old Trafford for the first game of the season against Wolves. Happy days. United are 3-1 down. Is anyone else's FYP just about Coldplay tickets, says Jack. But Charlie McNeil is on for Joe Hugel. Katie says it's men versus kids. If it's the first team, we'll probably win. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, we would. these are all just teenagers playing, learning their trade. You know what I mean? They're playing against grown men as well, so the physicality aspect is different as well. But look, I mean, if you were talking about losing any game in pre-season, you would be saying, yeah, I don't mind us losing that one. Obviously, we're going to be playing the likes of Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund and, you know, Bilbao and Lens and these kinds of teams. They're the kind of games you want to be winning as well. You want to win every game, of course you do, but you do have to understand that it's the kids playing. You know what I mean? SMS says, not just about the first team being better quality, but even the manager and the tactics. How are we losing to Wrexham, says Merkt. And Dennis says, never a red. No, I don't. It wasn't it? Not? Never a red. Can't really have a go at the players or Ten Hag. No, I mean, come on. I mean, it's only a pre-season game and you're playing a lot of kids. Don't be having a go at anybody. Let's just be positive. You know, there's plenty of negative channels out there that you can go over now where people will be giving out. But yeah, don't be worrying. It's only a pre-season game. A lot of these guys are not going to play a minute for the first team this season, so I wouldn't be overly concerned. Bruno says, we play Madrid today. Well, technically tomorrow, because it's after midnight, but yeah. 1:30. Johnny Evans coming off here. I think we'll beat Madrid tomorrow, says Merkt. Oren says United and Liverpool under 17s are playing in Coleraine today at 7:45. Very good. Very good. I won't be going to it, I'm afraid. I am, I'm working. Did you really stay up till 5:10 to watch this? That's dedication, says Mark. I went to bed fell asleep about 11 o'clock and got back up at 2:45. So yeah. Dog says, regardless of who wins against Madrid, it'll be a good watch. Absolutely. And we're going to be live for it. So make sure you're tuning in, guys. If you haven't hit the follow button already or the subscribe button on YouTube, make sure you do. Hit the bell notification as well so you get notified the second we go live. So make sure you're doing that as well. Wrexham are in. Oh, they've got a man at the back post if you can pick him out. Oh, he overhits it. Dennis says, be nice to watch Manu against Madrid. Let's see. Midfield looks like the real deal. I think Garnacho to score a late winner versus Madrid. Connor says, just looked at FPL, United. Yeah, make sure you're joining our Fantasy Premier League leagues as well, guys. Link is on my homepage. Go check it out. We've got a classic league and a head-to-head league. The winner of each league at the end of the season gets a replica jersey of their choice. So make sure you're joining our FPL leagues as well. If you click on the link on my homepage on TikTok, you'll see all the links to my social medias there, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of that. Make sure you're following me on all of them as well. Join the Discord group as well. Anybody that's on Discord, make sure you're joining that as well, because that's where we keep everybody up to date on our lives and what we're doing and stuff like that as well. And there's always a good chat in there, people, you know, putting up pictures and comments and stuff. So make sure you're joining the Discord group as well. Dennis, thanks for the follow there. Much appreciated. Jack says, I didn't go to sleep. My alarm wouldn't wake me up, so I'm tired. And he scored the moment. It's 3-1 to Wrexham. But yeah, what have we got? About 13 minutes to go here. Wrexham 3-1 up. United down to 10 men. Difficult to see United clawing this one back, but Mark says, to be fair, our lineup is shocking. Good to give them a run around though. And Dog says, I can't believe Ten Hag is actually at the match. Yeah. Where is the Real Madrid game on in San Diego as well, or is that on in Houston? I'm not sure. It is on in Houston, right? Okay. Ten Hag is getting straight on an airplane after this then. Oh, Vitek, Jesus Christ, man. He nearly pulled out of it. He done enough in the end, but you could see he nearly pulls out of it. Nice little ball in over the top by Wrexham, but he nearly stops. He should have gone out and smothered it. Could have got his hands on it, maybe. The two biggest clubs in the world play tomorrow, says Jaden. You're damn right, Jaden. Absolutely. Corner for Wrexham swung in now. Vitek is out and he's challenged again. Yeah, he was kind of flapping at that one. Just over 10 minutes to go, guys. Game has just kind of lost a bit of its edge since Wrexham scored. Yeah, it's gone a bit dead in fairness. But it's mad to see, like, you know, United with a youth team out in San Diego and 34,000 people there. Massive pulling power United have, in fairness. It's unreal when you think about it. Jack says, someday tomorrow, United and Madrid and Shamrock Rovers conference qualifiers. Yeah. Actually, Shamrock Rovers were in on our live chat the other day. And they now, Shamrock Rovers official TikTok channel, now it follows the United community channel. So, yeah, big up to Shamrock Rovers. Uh, uh. Fair play getting up this early, says Manu. Has to be done. Has to be done. What would be your ideal transfer window after Mount and Onana? Well, a number 9. An ideal number 9 for me would be Harry Kane. But I would take Rasmus Højlund, absolutely. Good young prospect. I would like another central midfielder. I would like another centre back and maybe get rid of a few players then, like Maguire, McTominay, Fred, Van de Beek, and then maybe reinvest that. I mean, if you did want to go out and get a second number 9, maybe that would be ideal, but I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, I mean, look, if we get a number 9, in which we will, and another central midfielder, I'll be happy. I think it'll be a good transfer window if that's the case. Wrexham now, edge of the box, strike. Yeah, it's a good block there by Hannibal. Hannibal has been brilliant tonight, in fairness to him. He's been really, really, really good. He's been fouled about 40 times. He's been very good tonight. Did we get that Highland fella? Not yet. Not yet, but lovely turn by Charlie McNeil. Yeah, I mean, here's Wrexham coming down the left-hand side. Game is a bit stretched here. Yeah, good covering. But you can see, right, okay, you've got one group of players that play for Manchester United. Okay, they're youth players, and other players that are playing in the lower leagues. But there's a lot to be said about having experience. There really is. You know, like United giving away some silly balls and, you know, balls being intercepted very easily by more experienced players who have played the game for maybe 10 years or so, that, you know, can read passes and stuff like that. And there we go again. So, you know, you can talk about, just because you've got a Manchester United team out there, they're all kids. There's an awful lot to learn about the game from these underage players. So I think when people throw names of certain players into the hat, like Charlie McNeil, for example, about, oh, he should be playing for the first team for Manchester United. He didn't even start tonight. You know what I mean? So you have to be realistic as well when you're talking about these kind of things, you know. And we've got a fucking dickhead on the pitch. An idiot. Too many beers, says Chris. But yeah, we're closing in on the final whistle here, guys. We've got about 4 minutes or so to go here. Hannibal has been brilliant. His work rate has been fantastic from start to finish, in fairness to him. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Hannibal this season. Whether he goes out on loan again. Obviously, he had a very good season last year at Birmingham. Does he stay around as a fringe player, try and fight for his place, or does he, go out on loan again? He certainly made a good case for himself tonight, in fairness. Dennis says, love to see Hannibal go on loan somewhere like Luton and get game time and Prem experience. Yeah, I think look, if he does go on loan this season, I think it should be to a Premier League team. You go to he was in the Championship last year, so I think the fact that if he does go on loan again, I think the natural progression would be to send him to a Premier League team. Now, you do have to make sure that you're sending him to a team that are going to give him game time as well. There's no point in sending him to a Premier League team and he doesn't play half the games, So there has to be a balance there as well. Jesus, that's pace. Wrexham now into the box. Oh, great block. Oh no, Hannibal is now down. He's down holding. Has he got a cramp? Hopefully it's just cramp. What do you rate the transfer window if we get Highland and Amrabat? Yeah, I think it would be a good transfer window. I really do. I think if we get number 9 in and we get another midfielder in, I think it will be a decent transfer window, I have to say. You have to be realistic about these things as well. I mean, we're not going to go out and sign 10 players in one transfer window. It's just not going to happen. We've said it when Ten Hag took over a couple of seasons. It's going to take minimum before, we can start to see maybe the Ten Hag team, and his identity being put on the team. But we've seen it, relatively early. But I think Ten Hag still doesn't have the type of players within his team that he wants all round. It's going to take time. It's going to take a few seasons. Look at what Liverpool did with Klopp. He won nothing for 4 years, I think, was it? So if he wore shin guards, he'd be okay, says Chris. Yeah, United putting the pressure on late here, but free to Wrexham here. But yeah, we're just after taking over the 90-minute mark, guys. And 3-1 here. It's going to be a win for Wrexham. We should do a Nottingham Forest on it and get like 20 players. So yeah, we've got just over 30 seconds to go here. A minute of injury time left. But look, I mean, it's been a positive game, regardless of the result. You would say, look, a lot of lessons to be learned here by these young lads. And this'll do them the world of good, you would have to say. Result is disappointing, but like we say before every preseason game, like even in the previous preseason games that the young lads played in, you would say to yourself, well, look, the result is not the most important thing, it's the performance. And I think the performance wasn't too bad tonight. So yeah, look, final whistle goes 3-1 to Wrexham in the end, and it's a disappointing result, but it's a positive performance, you would have to say. These young lads will learn an awful lot from this tonight, they really will. So yeah, Happy days. But guys, look, I appreciate everybody watching. Please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate all of the support. We will be back from 7:30 tonight for our Manchester United news show. Any transfer news and Man United news in general, we'll bring it to you from 7:30. And then, of course, tomorrow night, then, you know, from 1:30 we're playing Real Madrid, so we'll be live from 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow night, so make sure that you are tuning in for that as well. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you later. Take it easy.